En nou graad 12, ek is terug, ons gaan nog 2 voorbeelde doen. Kom ons gaan kyk na hierdie ouetjie. Ons het hierso die waarde van die buigpunt, the value of that stationary point of inflection, and we know that we're going to use this equation to determine that because we've got that stationary point. So kom ons gaan, dit word nie vir ons gegee nie, ons moet dit ken, so ons gaan dit dadelik terug vervang. Ons het ons y-afsnit, so ons kan dit, ons y-afsnit gaan invervang. Let's substitute the y-intercept into the place of y, it's -3, then we've got a, and remember, -3, the coordinate there is 0 -3, so x equals 0, en dan het ons een -1, so dit gaan wees, minus 1 into this equation, so it's going to be -1, like that, -1, standard equation x plus b, x minus 1, and then we're going to substitute the q value as -2. Let's just make sure of that. It's x minus -1 because the standard equation is actually x minus p. So it's x minus, if that's a minus value, it's going to be -1, so it's going to be x plus 1. So let's determine the value of a then. It's going to be a, 1 times -2 gives you -2, so the value of a is going to be 3 on 2. So then we're going to substitute back into the equation, y equals 3 on 2, x plus 1 minus 2, and that's to the power of 3, don't forget that, and you can leave it in that format because it's being asked in that format. We can change this picture by making that a p and a q, and just having that as x minus p cubed. If you want. That's more understandable for me. In the textbook, there's a minus p and the standard equation is x plus p. But you can change it if it doesn't work for you in that way, dan kan jy dit verander na pq hier en x minus p tot die mag 3 plus q. En daai ouetjie kan jy daarin los, tensy hulle hom vir jou gevra het, as y is gelyk aan ax tot die derde mag plus bx kwadraat plus cx plus d. If it's not asked like that, you can leave it in that way. Okay, let's look at the last one. We've got one turning point over there, and the question is, they ask you to get fx, and they give you a standard equation of ax cubed plus bx squared minus 12x. So ek kan gaan en ek kan eerste ding, kan ek hierdie draaipunt kan ek gaan vervang binne in fx. Dis die eerste ding wat ek gaan doen. So ek kan gaan en ek kan gaan sê the y value equals 20. Okay. And then I've got all the x values as a minus 2q plus b minus 2 square minus 12 times minus 2. Okay, then you get an equation as 2a, if you simplify it, you get it as 2a minus b equals 1. If you simplify that equation by substituting that turning point into the original equation, you can simplify it by getting this as one equation. As ek die koördinaat, die draaipunt in fx instel en ek vereenvoudig, dan kom ek daarby uit. Tweede ding wat ek kan doen, ek kan die afgeleide kry van fx. En as ek die afgeleide kry, dan weet ek mos, dis die gradiënt van 'n raaklyn by 'n sekere punt. En dan kan ek hierdie raaklyn gebruik, waar die gradiënt 0 is. So kom ons gaan lei eers af, kan sê, ek het 3ax kwadraat plus 2bx minus 12. En dan kan ek die waarde min 2, dis die x-waarde by die draaipunt, kan ek gaan vervang in my vergelyking in. So I can go and substitute the value of minus x as minus 2 into this equation. 3a minus 2 square plus 2b times minus 2 minus 12. And that then must equal 0. So if you simplify that equation, you get a second equation as 3a minus b equals 3. That's the second equation. If you simplify that one, that's the derivative, substitute the x value at the turning point, minus 2, and then it equals 0, want dit is die gradiënt van die raaklyn by die draaipunt. En nou kan ek dood eenvoudig eliminasie doen. Ek kan gaan sê, kom ons vat 1 en ons trek 2 van hom af. 2a minus 3a gee minus 1a. Minus b, minus b, wat 'n plus word, is dan 0. En 1 minus 3 is dan minus 2. So daarom is a gelyk aan 2. 2a minus 3a minus b minus b gives you 0. Okay, then a equals 2. Then you can substitute a into that equation to get the value of b. So minus b equals minus 3. Therefore b equals 3. Dan kan ons dit terug gaan sit in daai standaard vergelyking. Ons kan gaan sê, fx is dan gelyk aan 2x tot die derde mag plus 3x kwadraat minus 12x. And then that's the answer of the question, the equation of fx. Graad 12 gaan oefen derde graadse vergelykings. I'll see you tomorrow.